Hello there folks, and welcome along to London Victoria, where we're going to be starting the M week. And it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? I said this a few vlogs ago. When was Southern going to arrive at the party? Well, the good news is Southern have finally arrived at the party, because Southern is the TOC of the week, which is also a bad thing, because there's only 3 stations on the Southern network that begin with M, and we're going to do one of them today as we head our way down the Brighton Main Line. So we're going to head over now to platform 19 to get on our train, which will take us to our first station. And I think today as well we're going to have a special guest popping in. I don't want to say who it is, but there may be a particular merchant showing their face. Anyway, let's go over to platform 19. Oh, I'm going to be in the shade at least. That's a win. Okay then folks, here we are at the first station of the showcase. This is Coulsdon South Railway Station, operated by Scavia under the Southern branding, and it has 2 platforms to its name. And this station was opened in 1888 by the London and Brighton Railway as Coulsdon and Cane Hill Railway Station. That is because nearby to this station was a local psychiatric hospital, which was covered and protected in order to gain access to it until the 1960s, when that wasn't the case. Now it dropped the Cane Hill suffix around about the same time, the 1960s, and became known as Coulsdon South, and is the furthest south station in the travel card zone. Merstham is just outside of the travel card zone. Basically, if you draw a line around where the M25 is, that's essentially the travel card zone, or travel card boundary, we should say. The only exception to that being northbound, where the boundary is not Harrow and Wealdstone, but there's a couple of stations after Harrow and Wealdstone on the London Overground that occupy that. But it is a lovely, beautiful, rural, country feeling station. Definitely a station you should definitely pay a visit to. Over behind those trees, that tree line over there, is the Brighton Main Line, and you can often hear the 387s, 377s and the 700s flying down there. You can often hear them clickety-clacking over the bridge at the same time. But anyway, we're going to be here till about 11:05, and then we move on to the next station on the showcase. actually is that down there? I wouldn't even know. Let's be brutally honest. So I think the first thing to note with Merstham, I saw it on the Google map as I had a look at it. I was wondering what the hell this thing is. It's the transformer. Merstham substation. So this must control all of the power going through the third rail in this area. It goes for 19 miles and 10 chains. Wow. So that's 19 miles. So I assume that's 10 miles in each direction then to the next substation. Which the next substation would then probably be around Earlswood, wouldn't it? In that sort of vicinity. You can hear the Brighton Main Line in the background there. Hopefully we get a good look at that if it's not too much hassle. Waiting shelters here at Merstham Railway Station. You also get a variety of benches at the same time. You get your standard three-seaters. You get your standard without armrests. You also get seats on the plants as well, as demonstrated by that lovely member of Southern staff. You can see the wooden style benches over there. There's something that's just took off from Heathrow. You can see that from here. Jeez, you look in the middle of your screen there, you can just about make it out. I don't know what it is. Don't know who it was either. But there, you also get ramps here. Now I presume those ramps are compatible for all of the units here, the 377s and the 700s. Big car park on the other side of that fence there as well. We do have bins. I know that's going to please everybody. Got a waiting shelter. Oh, I thought it didn't have a bench in it, but nope, alas, it does have a oldie bench in there. You got your help point. I have no idea what that was. Another ramp here. You also got more benches. Do you know what I haven't seen yet? Haven't seen the old thingamabob yet. Ah, there they are. I knew the grip bins would be around here somewhere. Good old grip bins. Barriers and Oyster card reader as well. You get assistance cameras over there. There in case you need to get through. Oh, there's a bench in the shade down here. I might partake in that. There's another ramp right there. Yeah, those camera things you saw, they're used for if you can't get through the barriers, you just press the button, hold it up, show your ticket, and you're on your way. I didn't know this bench was down here. Lovely. Got the footbridge over the platform. Now, southern footbridges are very unusual around here in that the footbridges exit outside of the station, and you have to go through barriers to actually get into the station, as you can see there. So the exit is over there on the other side of the fence, and you have to go through those barriers there in order to gain access into the station. We have another massive car park here on the other side of this, and also I forgot to mention we have passenger information screens, 2 on each platform. I think a monitor like that, and then your traditional long form destination board as well. Okie dokie then, folks, here we are at our next station, the Showcase Station. This is Merstham Railway Station, operated by Southern Gavir under the Southern brand, and it has 2 platforms. And this station was not the original. The original station opened in 1841 by the London and Brighton Railway, 3¼ miles to the south of our current location around that corner. That lasted about 3 years before they moved it into this location in 1844, when it was built by the South Eastern Railway. It did have a lot of issues at the time, that did, because it was burnt down by fires and whatnot, but they actually managed to get a station up and running and up and going at the same time. It's a lovely, beautiful, peaceful station. I could sit here for hours and watch the world go by. But I can't, because the world's on the other side of them fences over there. Because like Coulsdon South, I believe it's called the Quarry Line, bypasses the station. You could hear them, but you can't see them, which is annoying if you think about it. Definitely interesting getting 387121 through here. Don't know what it was doing, but we shall take, because that's something unusual for the Trains App video when it goes up eventually. Anywho, we've got another 25 minutes or so, I'd say, left here, and then we move onwards to the next station.
Take care and be safe. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Have a great life. Thank you for travelling this Redhill Station.
Oh, that was brilliant.
That's right,
Oh, that was fantastic. Oh man, just shit talk Great Western Railway, and we love it. Okay then, here we are then folks at the next station of the showcase. This is Redhill railway station, operated by Southern. It has 4 platforms to its name, with additional services provided by Gavir, Thameslink and Great Western Railway on services between Peterborough, Bedford and Brighton, as well as to Gatwick Airport and Guildford, and then onwards to Reading. Now, this station was originally opened in 1841 by the London and Brighton Railway as Redhill and Reigate Road. However, the South Eastern Railway then decided they wanted a piece of the action and built their own station called Redhill in 1842. In 1843, the South Eastern station was then renamed to Reigate. But in 1844, there was enough of those 2 stations, and they both built a brand new station called Redhill and Reigate, which was initially under the influence of the South Eastern Railway. It was then in 1858 renamed to Redhill Junction, so splitting Redhill, before in 1929 being known just as Redhill. It is the junction station in this area, because down the bottom you can go that way, takes you to Guildford and Reading, straight on down the Brighton Main Line to Gatwick Airport and Brighton, and then you can go to the left, and that will take you onwards to Tonbridge, which is South Eastern Territory. A line I do want to do is the Redhill to Tonbridge line, but I am waiting for South Eastern Divers before I execute the plan on that one. But yeah, lovely station, absolutely lovely station. Can't fault it in the slightest. Anywho, we got about 20 more minutes here, and then we move onwards to the next station.
This is Reigate, our final destination.
Not a problem. There. There's a 747 of some description going over there. But the problem is it's not on flight radar. Now, I don't want to say that might be Air Force One, but it quite possibly could be Air Force One. I'll have to check. going over my head. That is absolutely 4 contrails. Looks like a 380. But I could have been known to be wrong before. I'll get it in a second because there is a Great Western coming in right about now. Look, there's Great Western. Right then everyone, we're just about to leave Reigate Station. Our first time at Reigate Station. What a beautiful station. Operated by Southern. It has 2 platforms to its name with additional services from Great Western Railway. And this station was opened in 1849 by the Reading, Guildford and Reigate Railway as Reigate Town Railway Station. It wasn't until 1898 when it became known as Reigate Station. For a long time it was a DMU only traffic at this station. It wasn't until the 1920s, 1930s that EMUs started to call in at this station. But like I said, what a beautiful station. First time here, absolutely love it. And my hair is an absolute mess. Because why wouldn't it be a mess? Also, I think I've got an art problem in one of my eyes. There we go. Have to see about what is going on. But anyway, we're just about to leave. I'm going to have me a drink, and then we're off to our next station. How hot's it feeling? I don't know. Is it going to feel warmish out here?
and Bedford. This train is formed of 12 coaches. Two short platforms. Some of the lifts at East Croydon and all of the lifts at London.
Right, we've just finished up our stint here at Purley Railway Station, operated by Southern. It has 6 platforms to its name, although only 4 of the 6 are actually in use at any one time. Now, this station was opened in 1841 by the London and Brighton Railway's Coulsdon Road Railway Station, before closing in 1847. 1856 saw the station renamed to Caterham Junction Station, before in 1888 the station was named to Purley. It is a great station to do, and for some reason today all the stuff on platform 2 was going slow, which I actually don't mind, if I'm being honest, because I found that pretty easy to manage, getting all the numbers down. Now, I think you just heard, I'm waiting for my train now to take us to the next station, 15:45. It's only going to have 4 coaches on it, because I think the other half from Caterham hasn't even left. So there's a problem with the Caterham train, so we're going to be 4 cars vice 8 cars today, which actually isn't bad, because I think the 4-car board will drop us right in the shade at the next station. But we are going to get on that train momentarily, and then it is off to the next station on the showcase. Here it is, 377422. Only half of it. Which actually isn't too bad of a deal if you actually think about it. Yep, somebody forgot to do the part at Purley Oaks, didn't he? So, Purley Oaks Railway Station, folks, was opened in 1899 by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway as part of the improvements to the main line and the opening of the Quarry Line, which was the avoider going around the Redhill area that the trains took. Now, it was for a long time the home of the Croydon Model Railway Society until in 1989 the building it was housed in, platform 1, was destroyed by a fire. but it is, I would say, definitely definitely a good station. The only bad thing I would say about it is it needs the announcements on platform 1, so on the fast lines, because you can hardly hear the fast lines. Certainly on the Brighton bound platform you can hear them, but they're very late, I would say. But on the up line into Victoria, no, you can't hear them at all. So it needs to be a lot better than that. But yeah, that's Pearly Oaks, folks.
Platform 3 from the 1618 Southern service to London Bridge, calling at South Croydon, East Croydon, Norwood Junction and London Bridge. This train forms a 10 new connecting tranquil passenger train at South Croydon to hold on 8 trains. Please note, some of the East Croydon are currently out of service. Please speak to a reference number if you need further assistance.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus H, your mother and mighty, can I interest you in a ladder to get down from there? I think that can interest you in a ladder, that's for sure. Yeah, I forgot to do South Croydon as well. My bad. You'll have to excuse me as well, my throat is a bit horsey, shall we say. But the original South Croydon railway station was opened in 1865 by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway, and it was a terminus next to the through lines of the Brighton Main Line, but it didn't have any platforms with them. They did gain authority in 1894, to extend the local lines down to Coulsdon when it connected with the new quarry line. The station was then rebuilt, had the through platforms, and it is what we got today. South Croydon, I think, is very, very underrated, vastly underrated as far as excuse me, as a train station, because I think you could do there as opposed to East Croydon. I really do. I think it is that underrated that's how you could treat it. You could treat it better than East Croydon. But we'll soon see, because well, we are going to do a stint at East Croydon, but the video for it won't be released for a long time. Anyway, I'm off to go rest my throat, and we'll carry on with the vlog.
This train is full of 10 coaches. Some of the ladies at East Croydon are currently out of service. Please speak to a member of staff if you need further assistance.
Here we go! Yes, sir, and how may I help you today? How may I help you today, sir? I'm not photoing buses, I'm waiting for a turbo. That's it, you go that way. Leave me alone. We didn't get on the Uckfield turbo. That's fine. Hello, 700 124. Oh, plenty of seats. Plenty of seats. That's what I like to see.
Failure to produce a valid railway ticket can result in a penalty fare notice of at least £100.
The doors will open automatically at the next station.
Yes, they will. Get them open. Something's gone on over there. Right then, folks, we are done. I'm going to go get some dinner. That was a very good session on the stretch between Reigate and East Croydon. Kind of marred by absolute ass-clown jobs works at East Croydon. And I mean that because they were being ass-clown jobs works. I was nowhere near a thingy. I was being told get away from the thing. I was nowhere near. But that is absolutely fine. Now I don't know what's going on here, but we've got a massive gang for absolutely no reason. We got some drum and bass music playing in the background, which ain't going to do my headache any favours. So anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so. To the channel members, thank you for the continued support you leave on the channel. It does mean the absolute world. If you want to be a member, $3.99 membership. You get the vlogs early, shout out at the end of the video. Could be simpler, and also couldn't be easier. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to see you all on Thursday for the next one. When am I filming that? You know, I actually don't know when I'm filming that. There's a shocker for you. Anyway, I'll see you all next time.